Good evening and welcome to another episode of What I'm Drinking, a expose of what I drink. Yeah, this is the seventh of a series, and I haven't been feeling well over this weekend. The last couple of days I've just been all stuffed up and coughy, so if I cough or if I sneeze, I don't edit. I don't have time to edit. There's no reason to edit. This is YouTube. Why do you edit for YouTube, kids? Yes, exactly. Why? So I went to the liquor store yesterday and was just looking around, trying to find something to get. You know, I have gin. I don't need more gin. I don't need rum. We have plenty of rum. You can always get more whiskey, but there's plenty of whiskey in the house. I'm not a vodka or tequila drinker, so I'm looking around. It's like, am I going to get something? And then right at the end, right by the cash register, right next to the whiskeys, we go to brandy. And I have no brandy in the house. I rarely drink it. I don't know why, because I really like it. But the good stuff is so expensive, and since I'm so poor, you have to get what you can get, which is what I've done. I went with an American brandy from a infamous producer named Masson. Ooh, yes, this is like, it was either this or E&J, which I found from a friend of mine in Niagara Falls, that it's called Easy Jesus. I didn't name it. He told me about it. It's like, okay, whatever. So I bought the Paul Masson, and it's the V.S.O.P, which is the very special Old Pale, which means it's been aged in cask for at least 5 years. It's a blend of American brandy and French cognac, about probably 30% of the French and 70% of the American brandy. God only knows what that was. Kitty? I have a very loud son tonight. So this is it's essentially an American cognac. It's very cheap, and I'm very poor. And this is the best I can do with what I earn for a living. And I'm so poor I don't even have a proper brandy snifter, so I have it at an old maudit glass. Right. It's very cheap. I only bought a pint because who knows, it could be nasty. Let's see what we got here. Let's do a generous pour. I've had good cognac in the past, and this looks nothing like it. Good cognac. Let me recap this. Don't want to spill it now, do we? Good cognac is a lot more thicker. It's a little bit more, has a lot more depth to it as well. And this looks nothing like it. It's a lot good. The good stuff is a lot thicker, a lot more viscous. It actually has legs. This looks like a glass of neutral spirits, which is not an encouraging. Ooh, I smell a lot of alcohol. There's a little bit of oak, a little bit of raisin. It's not awful. You know, for $7 a pint, what are you going to do? So, there's a little bit of vanilla. Actually, it tastes a lot pleasant than it looks. Ooh, not a very pleasant cough medicine finish. Would you like to try some, Scottish wife?
Sure.
Since we don't even have another glass, we're just throwing in a wine glass water. Is that enough for you?
Brandy, yeah. Brandy snifters.
That's because we're poor. That's because we're poor.
Yeah,
we have iPads and we're poor.
It's very alcoholic.
It is very
Very
alcoholic. Varnish. Paint varnish. I'm sure it's fine if you're cooking, or if you're gonna, I don't know, what do you mix brandy with?
You don't know?
You don't.
Brandy Alexander.
Yeah.
Eh. That's a proper cocktail.
Not awful. And if I drink enough of it, it'll cure my cold.
Mm.
It's better than Formula 44. It's Formula V.S.O.P. We will cure you before it's time. What's that? What do you think of it?
Fiery.
It is fiery. It's only 80 proof, which is pretty standard.
Burning.
40% alcohol.
Burning, fiery.
It's all burning distilled spirit, neutral spirits. So made from the Ugni Blanc grape, mostly.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. She doesn't
No.
like the brandy.
No, I prefer sherry or something like that.
So that's that. That was brandy. Paul Masson. Ask Orson. He knew. And that will about do this episode of What I'm Drinking. See you in a couple weeks, unless I die of brandy poisoning or die of the plague that is within me. You have a great January.